Welcome back to live market coverage here on the ticker. Last night, a lot of fireworks to report at the Republican National Convention there as things wrapped up with President Trump accepting the nomination, also highlighting his plan, his roadmap for the next 4 years in his 70-minute acceptance speech last night. He also dedicated a large portion of that speech to bashing Democratic nominee Joe Biden, calling his opponent a, quote, Trojan horse for socialism. For more on that and what Trump laid out, we're joined right now by Yahoo Finance's Kristin Myers, who is watching and recapping all of what went on. And Kristin, what'd you make of it?
Hey, Zach. Yeah, as you mentioned last night from the South Lawn of the White House, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute, the president decided as a part of the RNC, he accepted the nomination for president for the Republican Party. Take a listen to what he had to say.
My fellow Americans, tonight with a heart full of gratitude and boundless optimism, I profoundly accept this nomination for President of the United States. In a new term as president, we will again build the greatest economy in history, quickly returning to full employment, soaring incomes, and record prosperity.
So as you can hear there, he decided to talk about the economy, which he said he's going to build again to the greatest and the strongest in history. Zach, you mentioned that the speech was 70 minutes long. Again, it was from the lawn of the White House, which some actually critics are saying could be a violation of the Hatch Act, which is supposed to prevent public resources like the White House, for example, or the salaries of some of the employees of the White House from being used for campaigning. Now, this speech was held in front of a crowd of about 1,500 folks, most of whom were maskless. And in this speech, the presidency just kind of highlighted there, touted his economic policies, but also directly attacked Joe Biden. Now, I can't go give you a full fact check, Zach, of the entire 70-minute speech. I do want to say this, however, at least on the point of building the strongest and the greatest economy, he decided to also highlight trade deals like the new NAFTA deal. He highlighted his tax plans, and he essentially said that Joe Biden would tank the economy. I do want to mention here for viewers and for those listening, however, that if we are going to be considering the economy that the president has currently, and if we're going to consider it from even before the pandemic, it's a little bit disingenuous to say that the president took a terrible economy and made it an incredibly strong one. The fact is that the economy was growing under President Obama. Unemployment was dropping. Wage growth was increasing. And this was a relatively strong economy that the president inherited and continued to build on. So I just wanted to highlight that there for you. Now, moving on here to the polls, right now the president actually trails Joe Biden by about 9 points. But interestingly enough, Zach, there's a new study out there that says that, frankly, the support for the president might actually be stronger than we had previously supposed. So there's a new study from Cloud Research that shows that Republicans and independents are twice as likely, Zach, as Democrats to essentially lie on these polls about who they prefer for president. As you know, these polls that we keep seeing that keep coming out, well, frankly, it's just people that are calling, pollsters that are calling voters around the country and asking them who they want to be for president. And it turns out Republicans and independents are saying they are willing to lie. 11.7% of Republicans and 10.5% of independents say they would not give their true opinion. That's versus only 5.4% of Democrats. And I'm sure you are wondering the big reason why. I'm going to quote here. Apparently, it is dangerous to express an opinion outside of the current liberal viewpoint. This is, of course, incredibly important, Zach. When we see exactly who wins the election in November, the polls were wrong in 2016, so we'll have to see if the polls will be wrong again after the general election on November 3rd, Zach.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.